Back to score another goal. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. You're gonna have to forgive me, though. I don't remember scoring the first time around.
Oh, what it is to laugh.
Is Tad here?
No, he's not. I'm sorry. You just missed him. He just went to WRCW.
All right, no problem. If it's okay, can I leave this with you and just have him call me when he has time to discuss it?
Of course, absolutely. You know, you want to come in? I was just about to make some tea.
Well, I don't want to put you to any extra trouble.
Oh, yes, that would require me taking out 2 teacups, wouldn't it? And 2 tea bags. Oh, yes. And I'd have to pour boiling water twice. So forget I even mentioned.
Okay, all right, Weisenheimer. Yes, I'll stay.
Unless you have other very important things to do.
No. Nobody's waiting for me at the moment.
Okay. Well, then you make yourself at home, and I'll make the tea.
Oh, yeah, okay.
There we go.
Oh,
don't get up. I've got it.
Here.
Thank you. Hey, do you play soccer? The boys love it.
No, I never really got into sports when I was a kid. I was going to be a surgeon, so I had to protect the hands, you know? Concentrated on piano instead.
You play piano?
Mm-hmm.
So romantic.
Hardly.
You're making music. You know, that's not like, I don't know, creating a vaccine or working on the computer. You know, it expresses emotion.
Mm-hmm. Well, you use a different part of the brain, I'll grant you that.
I bet your piano playing makes your girlfriend swoon.
I don't have a girlfriend.
Really? I was under the impression that you did.
Really? And what gave you that impression?
Well, our conversation the other day. I mean, I thought you were comparing my relationship with Ted to yours. And that's why I made a point of saying, you know, how hard Ted and I have to work at it, you know, like playing the piano.
Dixie, I think you're the hopeless romantic.
I'll admit to everything but the hopeless part. But come on, you can't convince me that nothing's bothering you, and I don't mean work.
Actually, work is all that matters to me right now.
David, man cannot work. Man cannot live on work alone. That's what I mean to say. Not even the mighty David Hayward. Come on. You saved my life. I owe you one. You obviously need somebody to talk to, and I'm available. I promise it won't go anywhere.
All right. You're right. There is someone. Was. It's no more.
Well, what happened? Is she married or something?
Not at the moment.
Well, commitment phobia? Her part, your part?
All right, you know, enough with the 20 questions. It just didn't work out, okay?
Alexandra, my dear, I'm so sorry.
Clive, it's good to see you again.
In such sad circumstances.
I know. Clive Garrison, I'd like to introduce Edmund Gray, Dimitri's brother. He's flown all the way from America for the reading. I would have told you sooner, but I didn't know myself.
Oh, yes. It's good to see you, Mr. Gray.
Mr. Garrison.
Mr. Gray rang me earlier, so I was aware of his arrival.
Oh, how very considerate. Shall we begin?
I had hoped when you and Dimitri drew up your new wills that I wouldn't be executing them for quite some time.
I know. Do you think it's possible before you read the will in its entirety, you could just give us a brief overview of Dimitri's wishes?
Is that all right with you, Mr. Gray?
That's fine.
Very well. Mr. Marek was a generous man. He made provisions to restore the fortunes and property of his great-aunt, the Duchess Eugenia Andrassy, and his cousin, the Princess Gillian Andrassy. He also set up generous trust funds for his nephew and niece, Sam and Madeline Gray, and left substantial money and property to Anton and Corvina Lang. Anton is his son, correct? He's made a generous bequest to Miss Peggy Moody, various small gifts to friends, and Oh, yes, a special request that his horse, Maximilian, go to a Miss Bianca Montgomery.
You know, I really should be going.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to drive you away.
No, why would you have that idea?
Because you're gulping down your tea and planning your escape.
Yeah, look, I have to get back to the hospital. You know, I have hearts to mend, all those fun things
What
to do.
happened? Did she cheat on you? Did she ask you for a ring or something?
I thought we finished the subject.
You finished the subject. I haven't. Unless it's too painful for you, of course.
There's really nothing to talk about. We were seeing each other very briefly. We had a misunderstanding, and now it's over.
A misunderstanding? Mm-hmm. You don't end a relationship because of a misunderstanding. If somebody makes your heart beat a little faster, you do whatever you can to see it through. You don't run at the first sign of difficulty.
Well, maybe I've simply lost interest.
If you had, you wouldn't be so bothered. Well, maybe it's time for my brilliant cardiologist to engage the other part of his brain for a while.
Hey, Mom. Junior's home.
Hey.
Hey, Dr. Hayward. Is everything okay?
Yeah. Oh, everything's fine, Junior. Yeah. How you doing? So I hear you're quite the soccer player.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna walk the doctor out, and then I'm gonna come back and make lunch. You guys wash up your hands, will you? And don't knock over my tea tray.
In witness whereof, I sign this document on the date below written, Dimitri Yakov Merrick.
Thank you very much, Clive, for going over that for us.
I'm not finished. There's still the codicil.
A codicil?
It was added in the States. Perhaps Mr. Marrick's American lawyer can explain it better. Biddy? Yes, has Mr. Montgomery arrived? Good. Well, send him in straight away.
Jackson, what are you doing here?
Hello, Jack. Hello, all. Mr. Garrison. Alex, I'm very sorry to blindside you this way, but it is true. Dimitri amended his will.
When?
He called me to his bedside at Seaview.
But that's impossible. My husband was in a coma most
I
of the
assure
time.
you, he was quite lucid when he and I spoke. It was right after his stem cell therapy.
Are you telling me he called you to his hospital bed and drafted an amendment?
Yes, I am.
Why is this so hard for you to believe?
Because it doesn't make any sense. Why would he do something like that without telling me?
If someone makes your heart beat a little faster, you do whatever you can to see it through. You don't run at the first sign of difficulty.
Maybe I've simply lost interest.
If you had, you wouldn't be so bothered. Maybe it's time for my brilliant cardiologist to engage the other side of his brain for a little while.
Can I have Erica Kane's office, please? Yes, hi, this is Dr. David Hayward. I need to reach Miss Kane immediately. It's urgent. I'm a cardiologist, and I have her recent test results. She was very anxious to receive them. Dr. David Hayward. Yes, that's right. So where is she? New York City. Thank you. Would you happen to have the number for that hotel? Great.
I can only speculate as to why Dimitri demanded secrecy regarding this.
I'll speculate away.
I believe, Alexandra, that he felt you would object to this amendment to the will.
Why would I object?
Because this codicil concerns you. In fact, it could change your life.